Jai Shri Gurudev, Namaste children. I am Hima Bindu from BGS National Public School. Welcome to the mathematics class, that is to the first session of the third chapter, that is multiplication, division and their applications. Before stepping into the actual concept of multiplication and division, learning its properties, first you have to know the basics of multiplication and division. What is meant by multiplication, what is meant by division, right? Now we are going to learn the actual topic of multiplication and division. Before starting any topic, that is multiplication, division or addition or subtraction, first it is important to learn their properties, children. Okay, first we will learn about the properties of multiplication. So what is the first property here? It is nothing but the numbers that are multiplied are called factors and the answer is called the product. Okay, now here we will multiply 2 or 3 numbers, right? First we will start with 2 numbers multiplication. So if you are multiplying any numbers, that is for example here 7 into 9, here you are multiplying 7 and 9. These 2 numbers you will call it as a factors. These 2 numbers you will call it as factors. Okay, now after multiplying you will get one answer, children. So that answer you will call it as a product. Okay, in the case of addition and subtraction, the numbers which you are adding are called addends and the answer which you are getting are called sum, right? And in the case of subtraction, the first number is called the minuend, second number you will call it as a subtrahend, and the answer which you are getting are called the difference. But here when it comes to multiplication, the numbers which you are multiplying are called the factors and the answer which you are getting is called the product. Is it clear up to this? This is the first property, children. Now what is the second property? Any number multiplied by 1 gives the same number as the product. Okay, if you multiply any number by 1, you will get the same number as the product. For example, here 9 into 1. What you will get? You will get 9 itself. 73 into 1, you will get 73 itself. If you multiply any number by 1, you will get the same number as the product. Okay, this is the second property, children. Now there are 2 more properties we will learn, children. Okay. Yes, children. Now we are going to learn about the third property of multiplication. What is the third property? Any number multiplied by 0 gives 0 as the product. Okay, if you multiply any number by 0, you will get 0 only as a product. Let us see the examples. 7 into 0 equals to 0 and 13 into 0 that equals to 0. If you multiply any number by 0, you will get 0 as the product. Okay, this is the third property. Now we will see the fourth property. If we change the order of the factors, then product remains the same. Okay, if you change the order of the factors, then products remains the same. What are factors, children? Factors are nothing but the numbers which you are multiplying are called the factors. If you change the order of the numbers which you are multiplying, even then you will get the same product. For example, here 3 into 5 equals to 15. You are multiplying 3 and 5. But when it comes here, you are changing the order of the numbers. The second number will become the first number will go to the second position, right? So that is 5 into 3 equals to 15. So if you change the order of the numbers, you will get the same product. This is the fourth property. Is it clear, children? Okay. Yes, children. So up to now we have learned about the properties, right? Now we will learn how to do the multiplication problems. Okay. Now here let us start with single digit, 4 digit by single digit number multiplication. That is 5434 into 8. This is the question, children. Now first step, when you are multiplying, it is important to write it vertically. Vertically means here you will write 5434 and this 8. It is in ones place digit, right? So below ones place you have to write 8. Okay, it's very important. You cannot write under 8 under thousands place digit, children. It is important to write 8 under ones place digit. Okay, now we will start multiplication. Now always when you are multiplying, you should start from the lowest place digit, not from the highest place digit. Okay, so which is the lowest place digit here? It's nothing but 4. Now what is 8 fours? It is nothing but 32. 8 fours are 32. So 3 you have to write it here, 2 under ones place. Okay, in the same way how we have done in the addition, children. Now here 8 3s are 24. 24 plus 3 is 27. So 7 you will write under tens place, 2 you will write under hundreds place. Okay, carry forward to hundreds place. Now what is 8 4s are 32. 32 plus 2 is 34. So here write 3, here you write 4. Okay, now what is 8 5s are 40. 40 plus 3 is 43. So 3 you write below 5 and 4 you should write it here. Okay, so under ones place digit the answer also should come under ones place. Under tens place the answer also should be under tens place. You should maintain this order, children. Okay, so what is the answer? 43,472. It is the product for 5,434 into 8. Okay, now let us see the next problem. What is the question? 312 into 28. That is 3 digit by 2 digit multiplication. Now what is the first step? You have to write it vertically. Okay, 312. 8 is in ones place, 2 is in tens place. Okay, now we have to start multiplying. So first here you have 2 digit. In the previous problem you have only single digit, so it is easy for you to multiply. Now here it is 2 digit. So with which number you have to start multiplying first? It is with ones place digit, that is 8. With 8 you have to multiply this number, then you have to multiply with 2. Okay, now we will do, children, you will come to know. Now 8, with 8 you have to multiply this, I said, right? So you have to start with ones place digit first. So what is 8 2s are? It is 16. So write 1 here, write 6 here. Okay, now what is 8 1s are? 8. 8 plus 1, it is 9. Okay, now what is 8 3s are? It is 24. 4 you will write below 3, 2 you will write here. Okay, next you have to multiply with 2. So 2 is in which place, children? It is tens place. So that means you are multiplying by 20, right? When you are multiplying with tens place digit, instead of multiplying with 20 here, just you write 10, because tens means you have only 10, right? So here write 10. Now you multiply with 2. Instead of multiplying with 20, better first you write 0 here, 10, then you multiply with 2 normally. Okay, now what is 2 2s are? It is 4. Okay, now what is 2 1s are? It is 2. Now 2 3s are? It is 6. Now you have to add. Okay, now what is 0? It is 6. Fine. Now what is 9 plus 4? It is 13. So I have to write 1 here and 3 here. Okay. Now what is 4 plus 2? 6. 6 plus 1? It is 7. Now 6 plus 2? It is 8. So what is the answer? 312 into 28 is equals to 8,736. Here one important thing you have to remember, when you are multiplying with tens place digit, you have to write 10, then you multiply normally. Okay. Now we will see the 3 digit multiplication, 3 digit by 3 digit, and if we have zeros in this numbers, how to multiply. Is it clear, children? Yes, children. Now this is 3 digit by 3 digit multiplication, and you have zeros here. Did you observe, children? You have zeros here, right? Now what you have to do here, when you have zeros, for this normal first step you have to follow, that is writing vertically. Okay. Now what is the next step? Here you have zeros, children. When you multiply any number by zeros, anyway you will get zeros, right? So when you have this type of number, that is 300 or 500 or 600, what you have to do, instead of multiplying zeros and writing here, again multiplying with 0 and writing all zeros here, the best is what you have to do. Anyway, if you multiply with 0, you will get zeros here. So don't worry about the zeros. Directly you go to 3, children. Now 3 is in which place? It is in hundreds place. So when you are multiplying with hundreds place digit, in hundreds how many zeros you will have? You will have 2 zeros. That means you are not multiplying by 3. You are multiplying by 300 here, right? So instead of multiplying by 300, what you have to do? You have to write 2 zeros here directly. Now you multiply by 3. Okay. When you are multiplying with tens place digit, what you have done? You wrote 1 0 and you multiplied normally. In the same way, when you are multiplying with hundreds place digit, you write 2 zeros and multiply normally, children. So what is 3 sevens are? 3 sevens are, it is 21. So here 2 you write here, 1 you write here. Okay. Now 3 zeros are 0. 0 plus 2, it is 2. So write 2 here. Okay. Now what is 3 fives are? It is 15. So write 15. So this is the answer, children. Okay. 1,52,100. Is it clear, children? Yes, children. I hope all of you understood what is multiplication and how to perform the multiplication, right? Next, we'll step into the next topic, that is division. Okay, now how to do the division, everything, what are the properties of division and how to perform the division, everything we will learn in detail, children. Yes, children. Now we are going to learn about division. Okay, I hope all of you understood multiplication. Now we are learning about the division. Okay, now here first we will learn the properties of division. What are the important terms in the division? The terms of division are dividend, divisor, quotient and the remainder. These are the important 4 terms in the case of division. What are that? Dividend, divisor, quotient and the remainder. Okay, so here the number which you are dividing is called the dividend and the number by which you divide is called the divisor. Okay, and the answer which you are getting is called the quotient, and after dividing what is left over, that you will call it as a remainder. I will repeat again, the number which you are dividing, that you will call it as a dividend. Okay, the number by which you divide, that you will call it as a divisor, and the answer which you are getting, you will call it as a quotient, and after division which is left over, that you will call it as a remainder. These are the 4 terms of division, children. Okay, now we will see the second property. When we divide any number by 1, gives the same number as the quotient. If you divide any number by 1, for example here 24 divided by 1 equals to 24, 36 divided by 1 equals to 36, because when you divide 36 by 1, 1 into 36 is 36, right? So 24 divided by 1 is 24, 36 divided by 1 is 36. In the same way, if you divide any number by 1, you will get the same number as the quotient. Is it clear, children? Yes, children. Now we are going to learn about the third property of division. What is the third property of division? If we divide 0 with any number, gives 0 as the quotient. If you divide 0 with any number, gives 0 as the quotient. That means 0 divided by 24 equals to 0. 0 divided by 9 equals to 0. Because here what will happen? Here 24, if you multiply any number with 0, you will get 0 only as a result. Is it clear, children? The third property. Yes, children. Now this is the fourth important point. It's not a property, it's an important point. How to check your division with the multiplication. Okay, now this is the formula, children. Quotient into divisor plus remainder. Here I put the bracket. Bracket means what is there in the bracket, first that you have to solve, then you have to add with the remainder. Okay, quotient into divisor plus remainder equals to dividend. Okay, now if you multiply, if you do the division, if you want to check whether the division is correct or not, you have to use this formula. If you multiply the quotient and divisor and quotient by the divisor, and if you add the remainder to that, you should get the dividend. Then only your answer will be correct. Okay, now let us check with one example. Here I have given the example as 12 divided by 3, children. So if you divide 3 4s are 12, the answer will be 0. Okay, now let us check whether this division is correct or not. What you have to do? You have to multiply this quotient into divisor. Quotient into divisor, and you have to add with the remainder. Remainder anyway it is 0. Now if you do all these things, you should get 12 as the answer. That means you should get the dividend as 12. Okay, now let us check, children. So here 4 into 3. What is 4 into 3? 12 plus 0. What is 12 plus 0? It is 12. Okay, so 12 equals to 12. That means you got 12 as an answer here. That means your division is correct. This is the way you will check your division with the multiplication. Okay, first you have to remember this formula. Quotient, Q for quotient, R for remainder. Quotient into divisor plus remainder equals to dividend. This is very, very important. Fine. Yes, children. Now let us learn how to do the division. Okay. Now here, what is the first step you have to do? You have to check the, here you know this is the dividend, this is the divisor, right? So in the case of division, always you should start from the highest place of the dividend, not the lowest place. Okay. Multiplication, you will always start from the lowest place, but division always you should start from the highest place. So now here, for next step, what you have to do? You have to compare the first, that is the highest place of the dividend, with the divisor. So here always this should be greater than the divisor. But here what happens? Here 2 is less than the divisor. So what you can do, one way you can do is, here with 9, how much you have to multiply to get the nearest number of 2? Because here 2 is less than 9. Only way is, you can multiply with 0. 9 zeros are 0. So what is the answer, children? 2 minus 0, it is 2. Right, 2 minus 0, it is 2. Now here 2 is less than 9. Again you bring the other digit down. Okay, this is the way you can do. Now you can continue doing the normal division. But if you want the simplest method, instead of adding 0 here, no need to add 0. Once you find that 2 is less than 9, you can take 2 digits at a time. Okay, so here with 9, how much you have to multiply to get the nearest number of 20? It's nothing but 9 2s are 18, because 9 3 is 27. 27 is greater than 20, right? So you have to go with 9 2s are. But here when you are writing quotient, you should be very careful. You should not write the quotient above 2, because here you are taking 20. So you should write the quotient above 0. Okay, now here 9 2s 18. Now this will become 10 and this will become 1. So 10 minus 8, it is 2. Now in whatever step you are doing, so here once you get the remainder, it's very important, you have to compare the remainder with the divisor. Always when you are subtracting, the remainder which you are getting in all the steps, it should be less than the divisor. If it is greater than the divisor, that means you have done the division somewhere wrong in that particular step. That is the indication for you. So here 2 I got answer, 2 is less than the divisor, right? Now I can proceed with the next step, that is bringing next digit down, that is 6. Okay, now again with 9, how much I have to multiply to get the nearest number of 26? Again it will be 9 2s are 18, because 9 3s are 27. It is greater than 26. So again you write 9 2s are 18. Now this will become 60. This will become 1, children. So what is 16 minus 8? It is 8. Now again you cross check, 8 is less than 9? Yes. Now I will proceed to the next step, that is bringing 5 here. Okay, always before bringing the next digit down, you have to cross check whether the remainder which you got is less than the divisor or not. Okay, children. Now here you got 5 here. So what is the number? 85. Now with 9, how much you have to multiply to get the nearest number of 85? It is 9 9s are 81, because 9 10s 90. 90 is greater than 85. So 9 9s are 81. So what is the answer, children? 5 minus 1, it is 4. 8 minus 8, it is 0. Now again 4 is less than 9, right? Do you have any other digit to bring it down? No. So this is the final step. Okay. Now as soon as you complete the division, it is important you should write the quotient. 229 is the quotient and 4 is the remainder. It's very important, you have to write like this, children. Okay. But here one important thing you have to remember, if you are taking 2 digits at a time, the quotient you should start from just above the second digit. You should not write above the first digit. Is it clear? Because here you are taking hundreds place also. So 20 you are taking, you are not taking 2. Is it clear, children? So this is the way you have to do. Now we will check whether our division is correct or not. According to me, this is correct, but when you check by using the formula of division, then only you will come to know. Let us check the division, children. Yes, children. Now we will check whether this division is correct or not. Now here, what is the quotient? Let us substitute here. The formula is quotient into divisor plus remainder equals to dividend. Let us substitute the values. Yes, children. Now we have to multiply 229 into 9. So here what is 229 into 9? 9 9s 81. 9 2s 18 plus 8, it is 26. 9 2s 18 plus 2, it is 20. Right? Now answer we got 2061 plus 4 equals to 2065. Now add these two, what you will get? You will get 2065 is, did you get the dividend? That is 2065 is equals to 2065. So both of you, on both the sides you got the same answer. That means your division is correct. Is it clear? When you do this full operation on the left hand side, you should get the answer whatever is there on the right hand side. Okay, if the answer which you are getting on the left hand side is equals to the answer which is there in the right hand side, that means your answer is correct. Okay, your division is correct. Okay, children? Yes, children. Now we will see one more problem, that is 261 divided by 18. Okay, now here 2 digit. So here what is the first step I said? Here you have to check the first digit with the divisor, first digit of the dividend with the divisor. So 2 is less than 18. So you have to go with 2 digits, children. So here 26, right? With 18, how much you have to multiply to get the nearest number of 26? 18 ones are 18, 18 twos 36, right? So here we will go with 18 ones are 18. Fine. Now this will become 16 and this will become 1. So what is 16 minus 8? It is 8. 1 minus 1, 0. Now 8 is less than 18. Now bring one more digit down. That is 1. Okay. Now with 18, how much I have to multiply to get the nearest number of 81? Now 18 4s are 72. 18 4s are 72. So I will go with 18 4s are, because 18 5s are, it will be 90, children. So that is greater than 81. So 18 4s are 72. I have to take. So this will become 11 and this will become 7. What is 11 minus 2? It is 9. 7 minus 7, it is 0. Now always it is important to write the quotient and the remainder. 11 is the quotient, 9 is the remainder. Okay. Now we will check whether our division is correct or not. Okay. Yes, children. Now here I have substituted the values of the quotient and the divisors. 14 is the quotient, divisor is 18, remainder is 9 and dividend is 261. If you solve everything on the left hand side, you should get this answer that is there on the right hand side. Okay. Now what is 14 into 18? I have multiplied here. 14 into 18, it comes as 252. Now I have substituted here. 252 plus 9 is equals to 261. So you got this answer 261. That means your division is correct, children. Is it clear?
And have a nice day ahead, children.